You see, you do become what you think about most of the time. You do achieve what you think about most of the time. So all successful people and all wealthy people think about their goals most of the time.
All right, the next law is what is called the law of attraction. Now, the law of attraction simply says that you are a living magnet. You are a living magnet. And that you inevitably attract into your life the people and circumstances that are in harmony with your dominant thoughts. In the universe, we know that all of energy is in a state of vibrations. That everything is vibrating. Even this board is vibrating. Your skin is vibrating. Every substance is vibrating because of its molecular structure. And we also know there's the law of radiation, that everything is vibrating outward, the process of entropy. And we find that whatever you are thinking, your thoughts are also a form of energy that is vibrating and radiating out from you and that travels at the speed of light so that you can affect people and circumstances at great distances. Have you ever had an experience where you're thinking about somebody and the telephone rings and it's them? Have you ever had an experience where you phone somebody else and they say, we were just talking about you? It just leaps into your mind? Have you ever had an experience when you're in tune with your husband or wife and you think, you know, I'd like to go out to dinner at such and such a place tonight, and you call home and they will say, why don't we go out to dinner at such and such a place? These are all examples of this law of attraction. The law of attraction is considered by many to be one of the most important laws of human existence. In this, you will always attract to yourself, positive or negative, people and circumstances that harmonize with your dominant thoughts. That whatever you're thinking on a continuing basis, you're attracting into your life. You're drawing it into your life like a magnet. That's why it's so important that you keep your thoughts on what you want, keep your thoughts on what you desire, and keep your thoughts off of what you don't want. And by the way, as you advance and develop and become more proficient and more sharp with these methods, the law of attraction will work faster for you and with greater accuracy. So be careful. Use it right.
If you want to attract what you want, you've got to see yourself already with it.
You become what you think about. You become what you think about.
The best piece of advice that I ever received is that you are what you think about.
I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe that you can speak things into existence.
You know, one that changed my life was the Secret, the law of attraction, the book on the law of attraction.
And the law of attraction says that anything that you keep holding your mind on a continuing basis, you draw to you. That your dominant thoughts set up a force field of energy that draws into your life the people and circumstances that you need. I mention that because of this. Many people say, well, how will I get a better job or a better relationship? How will I find the information I need or get the education and so on? You don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is get it crystal clear in your mind, and you trigger into and get into the flow of these universal mental laws, and everything that you need will be brought to you exactly as you need it, exactly when you need it, and exactly in the form that you need it.
Manifesting is real. When you figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you devote your life to it like a maniac, like you're all in on this thing, and you manifest, most of these people end up, you know, doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become. It's real. And there's no excuses. There's no fucking days off. There's no, you know, not willing to grind and, you know, everybody's against me and this didn't happen for me because of this and that and all this whining and you know, pussy ass bullshit that a lot of people do these days. It's these people who dive in and they're hardcore and they're focused and they know what they want, they know who they are, and they lay out these short-term goals and this roadmap on how to get there. Most of those people make it.
The power of the mind.
If you can see it here and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
Everything comes from the imagination.
And they talk about manifesting. It's fucking real, man. Manifesting is real.
I can manifest like a motherfucker. I've manifested things that I'm just like, I still shock myself, like, how the fuck did I make that happen?
If you can't imagine yourself doing something, you're not gonna fucking make it.
When you figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you devote your life to it, like you're all in on this thing, and you manifest, most of these people end up doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become.
The law of attraction, I wasn't interested, I was almost laughing at it. But then I eventually watched a movie on it and read some books on it, and then it started to resonate with me, like, to keep positive and have belief in where you're going, and you're able to create your entire world.
The fastest way to attract something is to think like someone who already has it. Your mind creates your life based on the identity you think from, not what you want, what you assume is yours. When you think like someone who already has the result, your mind shifts into a different mode. It becomes calmer, clearer, more focused. It stops looking for problems and starts looking for pathways. So start thinking like the version of you who already got what you wanted. Hold the thoughts they'd think. Carry the attitude they'd have. Move the way they would move. Because when your mind accepts the identity, your life starts rearranging itself to fit it.